eating biscuits to get my stamina up, okay?
Yep, that makes complete sense. Checks out. I think we can all agree. That is, in fact, how one raises their stamina.
Yep. Never gonna run out of food now.
Yep. Fair. Completely fair.
That's how it works.
Yep.
Ah, pickaxe, don't run out.
I think we're going to get rid of this, because it
Boo.
makes the zombies try to go this way. Oh my god, it's got 1,500 health. Oh well. Charizard is overhyped. It's got like 12 forms out. I don't care. Oh yeah, Smexy Vampire comes in with a fair point. No more than Blastoise, I think. But yeah, you know, you asked the question, and that's my honest answer. Charizard is my fave. I mean, you didn't ask it to me. I just kind of inserted myself into this conversation, but, you know, it is what it is.
At least it's not the Galarian form of Poncha or Rapidash. I don't even know who they are. Played Pokemon Go for a bit. I know, got a few different ones. Don't really remember them, though. I had an Eevee that upgraded into something nice, I think.
I have seen too many people get way too attached to Eevee for me to legitimately like that Pokemon anymore. They've kind of ruined Eevee for me.
Well, isn't there's one streamer I know of who named their child after Eevee.
See,
Some of you may know who that is.
This is what
She must really like Eevee.
It was a name before it was a Pokemon. So I'm gonna give them a
No,
buy.
I'm pretty sure didn't that have something to do with the naming? Or?
Oh, was it? Okay, well.
I'm not sure.
guess.
I'm not 100%, but I think it might have had a little bit to do with it. I'm not gonna say that I know that, you know, without a shadow of a doubt, but you know, I think there was some influence there.
And this is the thing. Is there's nothing wrong with Eevee? It's just way too many people are way too attached to Eevee. After a certain point, it becomes unhealthy.
Unhealthy attachment. Okay, so we've got some stones. We don't seem to have clay at the moment. Is that right? Have you taken all that to make cobblestone rocks? Or?
Yeah, pretty much.
Right, so I could maybe dig some
Everything
clay as well.
Almost ran into spikes. That was very dumb of me. But yeah.
I know, like, especially when they're newly put down, you sort of forget they're there and you're like, ah!
Yep, exactly.
So I need to get a repair kit. Do you think, do we have any spare repair kits, like, hanging around, or am I going to have to
No,
go
but we've got all of the materials needed for them, I feel.
So yeah, jump through hoops. Packets. All shine duct tape. Right. Let me guess, we don't have any duct tape just made, do we?
No, we should have like nine bits of duct tape.
Oh,
made,
okay,
I think.
okay, I stand corrected then. Next question, will Sheila be able to find said duct tape?
In the building supplies chest.
Aha. And a bit of forged iron.
The annoying part of it is I can't see how I'm attaching it. I'll have to do it from the outside.
I'm gonna put some spare repair kits in the, like, tool chest.
Aye. Right now I'm just upgrading the roof. Though I feel that making that a little bit larger would be worthwhile. That being said, having it as it is makes it a nice platform for placing turrets on it eventually, automated turrets. So maybe I'll keep it as is. It doesn't need to be much to dissuade vultures.
Yeah, how are you doing with that platform for the robo sledge? You need me to put it down? Or are you
It is
still
ready
working on
for
it?
you when you're ready to place it down, basically.
Yeah, I'll come over now because I'm just waiting for the repair kits to make and my pickaxe to upgrade. I've left a few bits of building supplies and stuff in the chest for you. I will start digging because I think we're the lowest thing. We are the lowest on clay out of everything.
Right. As soon as I'm
Unless
through
you
this metal bar, you can place the turret from inside the middle. Now, the middle can't easily be accessed the way it used to be. So you're going to have to go around the perimeter and jump in that way.
I'm behind you.
Alright, okay. As soon as I'm through this, basically you can see how I've placed that robo sledge, can't you?
Yeah. Oh. Well.
All spikes down the bottom, so it's much easier to orient them.
You were good enough to leave a path, though. So
Damage from the spikes. I'll fix it in a second. There we go. All done.
does it matter which way it faces when I place it, or does it just turn?
It won't turn. You have to make it face the right way. So that's why I opened it up on the inside, so you can do it from in there.
Oh, I see.
That is by design.
That makes total sense. Right.
I suppose you can jump in there, but you know, not strictly necessary anymore. Oh, we got a wandering horde. Hello, wandering horde.
So it needs to be facing outwards, yeah?
Yep.
Like that?
Yep.
Perfect.
We've got some wandering EXP.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and say hello to it. Hello!
Yeah, I'm losing those ones, so I'm going to switch to the rifle. I should have done that first, because it would have drawn all of their attention. Oh, silly of me. Pop. Ah, damn it. Hooray, level up.
Nice.
Shelab's got that. Well done.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting better with this sledge now, aren't I?
Okay. With that level up, let's have a look at what we want to do. I could put a point into Bowman. I could continue down the intellect path. I could go for an electrocutioner so that I've got a melee weapon. Because it's either that or a perception, really, where I put my points into the attributes. I would like to have knives be... Because honestly, knives are a really fast weapon, but I guess... Yeah, sure, I'm gonna put a point into low voltage. Where do we get the ability to make... There we are. Electric fences here, and that one needs intelligence 6. So I guess the next 3 points are reserved for me. Right, just to be aware, Shelab, I am putting more and more traps around the perimeter.
Okay.
So do be aware that when running around the base, it is
Give it a wide berth.
increasingly
Yeah.
dangerous to walk in there now. I shall do much the same around the ladder leading up. I'll give one extra space there, just to ensure that we're not catching the zombies too hard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think. Let's go grab you. Let's get those made. Yeah, stun batons are really, really good. Absolutely.
Yeah, they are.
Getting up to electric fence will make this base incredibly strong. But it's getting there, which is the tricky part. That's 4 levels away from me. Alright, we're going to want some iron fencing. Now, one thing to be aware of, Shelab, is that once the fight properly starts here,
Yeah.
it is a useful thing to do to stand at the side, because it'll lure zombies around the corner. So I'm going to leave those areas open. The only place that I'm not going to leave open is the forward middle, because that should all... Well, you know what? Actually, you know what? No, screw that. We are going to just use trapdoors on each one. I think that'll work well enough.
One thing I think might have happened is I noticed I have no 9mm bullets left. I don't know whether when I died, you picked up my stuff, it combined into your 9mm.
I haven't got any 9mm. If there are 9mm...
Maybe we've just gone through them then.
Yeah. Well,
I'll have a look
make
around the
a point
base,
of
but...
making more then. We'll make a point of making more. That's fine. Actually, I really should have considered this before I put those bloody things down, because this is going to look wrong. And that opens up like so.
Really?
Wrong.
The bear right outside the base. Go away.
You want me to lure it? I can easily do that from a
Nah, I'm just waiting for him to walk away.
Oh, right. Well, get to the horde base. It's built to take on zombie hordes. A bear's not going to be an issue.
Ah, that's a good idea. Let me just make sure I don't hit a spike or anything.
That bear is just straight up disrespecting our base. I missed it as well. It's just walking along the fence. That is so rude. But at least it managed to get all the way out.
I know.
Right, get in the horde base.
I've got nothing to kill it with.
Get in the horde base.
Nothing to kill it with.
Sledge will take care of it. No. Okay, jump in. I did say not to come through that way, but
I'm
fine.
sorry. Yeah.
You can just walk around the perimeter. It's fine. It looks like it's just happily stuck down there, so I can just pull off plenty of headshots. There you are. It's gone. I'll have a little bit of repairs to do. I'm going to flip on my helmet light, so it's a little bit easier to see by.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was just attacking the wall. It almost got through it too. Let that sink in. That's a 1,500 health wall. The bear had almost gone through it. Horde night will be in 2 nights' time.
Oh, my footage was a slideshow for a minute, was it? Okay.
Okay.
I'm glad it fixed itself.
You know what? So was mine. I felt a chugging on mine. OBS is not reporting that any frames were dropped, though, which implies that the game was stuttering. So that was not Shelab. That was 100% the game, or my computer hosting the game. And it stopped the moment the bear stopped fussing over here. I think it was the bear going through the spike traps over here. Yeah, it absolutely was.
Yeah.
It was 100%.
It went through loads of different spike traps, didn't it?
Yeah.
Did it break them?
Yep.
No, it didn't too much.
I mean, that corner no longer exists as far as spike traps are concerned.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll get them replaced. They're there to be used.
Just gonna go ahead and repair all of these.
Nighttime routine, go check on the farm. Man, they're taking so long to grow.
That's gonna happen, it's fine though. We'll get by. Shelab's done an amazing job on fortifying these fences.
Yeah, it's interesting how the zombies, basically, as soon as I fortify one bit, they were moving on to the next weakest part. So yeah. It's definitely putting them off.
That is definitely one part of this game that I feel... I wish the zombies weren't as intelligent as they are. Because they're only that intelligent to counteract tactics that players had started to use to get through the game.
Yeah.
They have no particular reason to be that capable. And so it feels kind of cheap, honestly.
It's kind of like when instead of giving like better AI, they just give things more hit points or something for no reason, or
Yeah. Kind of. Only this is literally the opposite. I mean, the zombies.
Yeah, they've made them too smart.
They've done a couple of things with them. It's just an interesting one. They've made them more capable of just demolishing stuff. Like they get a strange bonus out of nowhere to their ability to just break things down once there's a lot of them. Let's see, candles. That one needs more plant fiber.
Did you want more? Do you need more cobblestone rocks for anything?
Yeah, I pretty much always need a few more. Sure.
Because I've got stones and I've got clay, but is there anything better I could do with it, or is a cobblestone rocks the best thing to make?
Oh no, cobblestone rocks are 100% the best thing to make right now.
Okay.
The things
Right,
we've got.
that's what I shall do then.
Let's make 17 of these. There we go. Now, my plan currently is, as much as possible, we're going to need a load of iron. I want to build a couple more iron bars. I'm then going to want to upgrade the internal spike ring to forged iron spikes, because they are significantly more durable. Beyond that, I would like to upgrade... To basically put a new perimeter wall that will funnel more of the zombies around to the front side of the horde base. That wall will exist only to direct the zombies. It will not exist to for the zombies to walk on, or indeed for us to walk on. It will purely be there as a like a trickle feeder system.
Yeah.
Heyo, yet another login. I actually watched a video this morning from someone basically saying, "Fun Pips, please stop wasting time fixing people cheesing your zombies. They figured out ways around your fixes, and it just makes the game less fun for people who weren't cheesing. But now I have to deal with that change too." See, Jake Tony, I get where they're coming from. They have a vision for the game. And they want that to be the experience that people have. But it does become a case of you're enjoying the game the wrong way. They have a particular kind of progression idea, and it's what they're aiming for. And a large amount of their audience are not necessarily into the game in the same way, into enjoying the game in the same way that they have designed it to be enjoyed or want it to be enjoyed. And so they're trying to discourage playstyles that aren't in alignment with what they're aiming for out of the game. And I can certainly understand their position with that. But like I said, it does end up feeling like you're enjoying the game in the wrong way. And there's also a degree of, you can spend your time making the game better, or you can spend your time trying to stop people from not using or rather, just use software as the metric. Because honestly, this particular kind of philosophy or discussion is more in relation to software piracy. But I've seen devs who say, look, I can put my effort into improving my product, or I can put my effort into making it difficult to pirate. But I can't do both well. I can only do one well. If I make my product difficult to pirate, it'll become a piracy arms race. Eventually, someone with more time to invest in this project than I have will, I'll make it hard for them to pirate. They'll work their way around that. Then I'll have to up my game to make it even harder to pirate. Then they'll up theirs, and so on and so forth. And it becomes who's got the most time to spend on this. If this software is your means of making a living, then you will lose that arms race. Because whilst you're making it harder to pirate, you're not making the software better. Thus, you're not making more money in that regard. Someone who
it's kind of like,
isn't pirating it for their job. Yeah, and there's a lot more of them. You might have like a development team of 10 or 20 people.
But would they be giving you any money anyway? If they weren't pirating that, they'd be pirating something else. They wouldn't be buying your game necessarily.
Quite possible, but it's basically that there's like if you do the truth table of the, like, if I do this and they do try to pirate it, like if I make it harder to pirate and they do try to pirate it, then maybe I've won over them. If they didn't, then I've gained nothing because they weren't going to buy the game. Or if I don't put effort into making it difficult to pirate, then maybe they'll pirate it. And if they weren't going to pirate it, maybe they'll buy it because it's that good a piece of software now. And I definitely feel that it's basically a cost fallacy. It's just a sunk cost. You will never have enough time to win that arms race as the developer. And you just need to basically accept it. Some people are going to pirate your software. Like, to the point that it should be a part of your cost assessment of developing that software.
I mean, it's a sad thing, but it's like shops have to factor in shoplifting as part of their expenses.
Yeah, but that's the thing with shoplifting. It's a little bit different because if someone steals something off your product shelf, you no longer have that product anymore, and so that is literally because you bought that product and you no longer have it to sell to make your money back. Out of pocket. Yeah,
no, absolutely.
With the software, you simply make more versions of the software. But what the cost they're trying to recover there is the development time. It's a little bit of a different thing because there are costs. It's just it's all front-loaded with software development. It's the time you invested in making this software that you weren't investing in doing something else that would make you money in a different way.
Yeah.
But once you've made it, it's now all profit from that. Well, it's not, because there's marketing, there's certain other things with it. It's not that simple, but after a point you reduce it so far that it becomes trying to describe the Mona Lisa with Crayola crayons. It's like, you've lost too much detail now for this to be a conversation. But, there is something to be said about the difference between stealing a physical item that once you have it, no one else can have it, versus taking software, when you have it, you can still make a million other copies of it. The problem is you, the person who's stolen it, can make a million other copies as well, and that's where some of the conversation needs to be. But again, it's just coming back to the development productive effort, the amount of effort that someone is putting into developing a piece of software. They can either invest that in making the software good, fixing the bugs, expanding the feature set, polishing the feature set that already exists, or they can invest that time into making it difficult to pirate. Making it difficult to pirate, and this I think is why I say it's like a sunk cost. Basically, you don't win that arms race. Making it difficult to pirate, someone will overwhelm whatever method you use. There will never be a way for you to win that arms race, because there will be a lot more people with enough time to waste trying to break it. And after a certain point, if you make it that hard, it becomes a challenge, and then even more people will get involved, even ones who don't intend to use the software once they've broken it. But putting that aside, time you spend improving the piracy defense does not benefit the legitimate users in any capacity. This piece of software having an amazing anti-piracy feature doesn't make the software better for anyone who bought it. In fact, in many cases, and this is very clearly documented, it makes it worse for the legitimate users. They're the ones most inconvenienced by the piracy deterrents.
Yeah, because it makes certain things more difficult to do. They've got to log into this.
They've now always got to be online.
Be online
all the time, And all of these other things. Whereas if you just invest the same amount of effort as you invested in making this anti-piracy defense into just making the software good, that directly improves the experience of the people who legitimately bought it, and they're the ones that you want to impress, because they're the ones who are going to tell their friends, yeah, no, this is absolutely worth my money. I spent X much money on this, and I would do that again. I would buy more copies because it's that good. I really like this developer. They've got their finger on the pulse. They know exactly what I needed out of this software. It is the best it could possibly be. I see no reason not to support them. I want more developers to make software like this. So I am going to put my money there, because that'll encourage more people to do it, because it's less of a risky endeavor for them. It's a big, the results out of that are very, very different. And I think it's very telling when software development goes the route of, I'm going to put all my effort into making this difficult to pirate rather than just good. Yeah, some anti-piracy software can be a significant resource hog, like I said, yeah. Elmir, you've got your finger absolutely on the pulse with that. I fully agree with that statement. The best anti-piracy feature that was ever developed was Steam making it incredibly easy to buy software. Mm-hmm. The best anti-piracy feature was making piracy more laborious than spending money on the software. The moment the software became cheap enough and easy enough to get a hold of, that pirating it was more effort, piracy started to die a death.
Kind of a bit like people with film and stuff like that. They're not pirating because they've got things like Netflix or Amazon. But the problem is now that things are starting to, for example, things like Discovery moving from Netflix to, I think, it was HBO or something, is it? I can't remember exactly where it's going, but like somewhere that can't be accessed very easily by people in the UK, and also like people who had started to watch it on Netflix and things like that now can't get it.
Yeah.
And so that encourages piracy because it's like you've given them something in one place and then moved it.
Ow!
Are you okay?
I spiked myself.
Yeah, that's the problem with all these spikes we're putting everywhere. It's easier to spike yourself.
It is, yes. Now then, chat, what do I do here? Do we want...
I don't really know what I'm going to do with this basement room, but it's kind of handy to have a place where I can mine at night.
Yeah, yeah.
So mine out some stone and stuff.
What am I going to do with... Oh, hello. You need a bit of a repair. Oh, wow, you need a lot of a repair. I need some torches. It's time to start lighting this place up. So that come Horde night, it is very well lit. The inner ring is the only one we need very, very well lit. The outer ring can have much subtler lighting. The inner ring, the torches will greatly improve our ability to defend. I'm not even sure that will actually make any difference at all. I might leave it. Right, how are you doing, Shelab? What are you up to?
Just getting some more cobblestone rocks. I've got loads of cobblestone for you. And I was just doing a bit more of the fence around the base, but if there's anything I can help with at all on the Horde base, do let me know.
Iron at this point. We need a lot of iron collected.
Oh, I can certainly go and do that.
Also need a lot of more wood, because I'm building a rather large amount of blocks.
What do you want first, iron or wood?
Iron, I would say.
Okay. Iron it is then.
3, 1, 2, 3. Let's grab that there. Create a perimeter down here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's have this one. To create a nice walkway that will allow some zombies through here and there, but not all over the place. Because you don't want to confuse the zombies too much. Confused zombies get angry and start breaking stuff.
Yeah.
Also, chat. Film chat online, Ral. Or, well, series chat, I guess. How many of you have seen the series Silent Sea that was on Netflix? Or is on Netflix right now? Obviously, as with any chat of any kind, do be aware, spoilers not necessarily appreciated, especially until we've ascertained how many people are actively watching it. That looks like I need to dig it down, sadly. Watching it now, actually. Let me know where you're up to in it, Flying Enemy, and then follow up by what you're thinking about it so far. I am curious.
I finished watching it now.
Oh, have you?
Yeah,
oh,
it was very
cool.
good. Mm-hmm.
Episode 2.
Eating fresh good stamina again.
Fairly sure we've figured out the stick. You see, I thought I had as well. Now, I'm not going to confirm or deny like what I thought it was, therefore, you know, preventing you from spoiling anything for yourself. But I will say that my initial suspicion or what the stick was, it wasn't exactly wrong, but it was like it was what really was the case was like 2 steps to the left of what I initially suspected. It did allow for a little bit more. Ooh, okay, that's kind of an interesting direction it's going in midway through. It is open. That's good to hear. What I suspect is going on isn't wildly interesting, so I'm hoping I'm wrong. I will say that the main guts of the show, I mean, it wasn't difficult to pick up on the story notes. But there were some nice kind of tie-ins and kind of surprises from what I was expecting. I did quite enjoy. But I think a lot of it came down to, how should I put it? Like, well, it wasn't really deeply character-driven, but there was a lot more character development in that than I was expecting there to be. Right, I'm going to need a lot of wood now. Are you grabbing iron at the moment, Shelab?
I am indeed.
Cool.
I have 984 pieces.
Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my bike and get some trees. Well, Aavak successfully calmed my daughter to the point of sleeping again, which means I should also be headed to bed. Thanks, Aavak. Night chat. Take care, Tylin. Wait, what the heck is being built now? This is just an outer wall to funnel the enemies a little bit more. To create a bit more of a trickle feed towards the front of the base. But we'll also allow the enemies to split up a bit. Because generally, I don't want them to be clustered. If they cluster, they do more damage. So the more I can cause them to select different points to attack, the better that will be for me overall.
Okay, question. When I'm mining iron and stuff, and I hit the bottom of what I think is the iron mine, do I dig down through dirt to see if there's more below? Or is that like pretty much the end of it if I hit the bottom?
Dig around. Typically, veins are enormous in this game.
Yeah.
I've been startled by the amount of English in the Silent Sea, considering it's a K-drama for Korean people. I watch a lot of K-drama. Casa is very fond of K-drama, so I actually do watch a lot of it. There is a lot of English in K-drama. And I think this is becoming more the case in actually drama made for any audience at this point. When there's any kind of, you know, anyone speaking a foreign language, more and more, the actors will actually speak that language. And, you know, reasonably well, too.
And I've also noticed a little increase in things like, for example, the show Tribes of Europa. Things that are not just in one language, like that are in 2 or more languages, like all the way through. There is no actual primary language in that. It's, I think, in a mixture of English, German, a few other things. And that's not really a concept that I think, like, previous generations really would have enjoyed as much.
Really?
Because I know that, like, sort of, you know, millennials, Gen and Gen Z, etc., are a lot more, apparently, a lot more.
So you feel like Gen
subtitles.
X and upwards wouldn't have, well, upwards.
I don't think Gen X and upwards are as tolerant of subtitles programming.
Okay, here's a big question. Also, I have been awful at calling out subs, so I just glanced and I saw that yet another logging gave out 2 community subs. Thank you very much for that, by the way. And to everyone who supported the stream that I haven't called out expressly, I am bad streamer, and I do feel shame. I will flog myself with quick. I need a painful thing to flog yourself with.
And 9 tails.
Well, that's too painful. I'm not torturing myself. Let's go with nettle grass.
Okay.
Go with that. A ferret. I'm not going to flog myself with a ferret. Do you think I have a death wish?
That's mean to the ferret.
But yeah, so I am bad. I am sorry. But nevertheless, what I was going to ask is, like, okay, so chat. There's going to be controversy here, I suspect. Just because this is the sort of topic where there are simply 2 camps. Well, I guess there's the silent third, but mostly there are 2 camps. And I suspect there's going to be like an equal amount of people in them. Subbed or dub?
I'll ask the question. In fact, do you want this iron smelted in the forge?
Yes.
Is that the thing to do with it? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Some of it should be kept out, but just a little bit. Not much. Sub. You know what? I shouldn't have doubted you, Nappolies. You are clearly individuals of refined taste. I approve. I'm seeing no dubs. Oh, no. Sakun. Sakun is in there.
I will BRB.
Sakun with the dubs. Dub if it's done well. Otherwise, sub. See, I never feel that a dub is better than just a straight sub. Never. But I will say that as someone who reads English very slow, and as someone who is quite disappointed at the market lack of Welsh subtitles to almost anything, except recently I actually forget the title of it now. The one with Ryan Reynolds and The Rock. That had Welsh subtitles. I was like, yes, finally. But yeah, there's a market lack of Welsh subtitles to things, and I don't read English very fast. Even still, I prefer subs over dubs. Like, I find it difficult to watch them. Red notice, thank you, Bilal. Yes. Oh, seriously, what a legend. I loved how Ryan Reynolds said it as well. It's like, you know, I hate it when stars, like, you know, use their star power to force something on a production. But nah, I'm totally forcing there to be Welsh subtitles on this. I was like, I care not why you did this. I know why, obviously, because he bought Wrexham Football Club, and it's for his pals in Wrexham. But no, that was glorious. I was so amused. But yeah, for me, it's lips not syncing up. And that is the be all end all of it.
You know what? I feel like dubs have a use, right?
Mm?
Their use is for when I am editing my stuff and I want to watch something that's in another language.
Also, for anyone who's not able to see, or anyone who's illiterate. I mean, you know, absolutely. You literally can't watch subs if you've got a problem with your site, or again, you're illiterate, which sadly is it's not as small an amount of people as we might assume, but yeah,
just
for
from
me,
a personal point of view, just when I'm doing something else and I don't want to be paying that much attention to it. It's just something that I just sort of stuck on in the background.
Yeah.
That will be dubbed for me. If it's something that I'm really looking forward to and I really want to pay loads of attention to, then I would watch the subbed version. So I could hear the proper actors.
It is nice, yeah. It is. It does add an extra layer of difficulty to me following along with sub, but I still prefer it. And it isn't any kind of, you know, as much as I joke, your viewers of refined taste because you like sub. That was just a bit of a shtick. For me, it is 100% my inability to look past the lips not lining up to the voice. I'm incredibly sensitive to that.
Yeah.
Much as I wish I wasn't, you know.
Yeah, that's why I use the dubs when it's I'm not looking at the screen, I'm just listening. Because then I'm not looking at their lips not lining up.
Aavak saying, issue with switching between subs and dubs is voice tonal differences. Sometimes that difference is so... Yes, no, 1000%, and I've got a great example. Goku. I cannot listen to Goku dubbed. Because my exposure to Goku was subbed. I cannot hear Goku without Goku's original voice. It's wrong. I don't know. It's not even uncanny valley territory. It just doesn't feel right anymore. I cannot enjoy it. Like I literally cannot enjoy the storyline if Goku has got the English voice actor, and there's nothing wrong with their voice. It's just not the original. It's that simple.
Is it forged iron we need, yeah?
Yeah.
Start that going then.
Akira dub was awful. Subs at least sound right. Yeah, no, actually, I agree. I can watch Akira dubbed, and I can still enjoy it. But yeah, I largely agree with that. Anime is a lot easier than live action, though. Anime is so much easier to deal with dubs than live action. Simply because the lips can be made to sync, you know? It's a lot easier to get lip syncing going on with anime, where you could just introduce like a delay in like an extra frame or something, delay in the animation to make the lips move in time.
There was one particularly good one, and it was live action. It's a program called, I think, Lunanera or something like that. It was Italian, I think, originally.
Okay.
And they did a really good job of like making the lips almost look like they were saying the words in English. You know, they managed to sort of somehow sync it up. I was actually quite impressed with it.
Right, hatch. That's fine, I only need 3. Let's get those, mate. Okay. Is there anything you need me making right now, Shelab?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Maybe a better quality pickaxe if you can, but that's about it.
Certainly look at that.
Don't worry if you can't, though.
I'm in the secret camp that likes both. I knew there'd be at least one person in that camp. I feel the opposite with Goku. Was first exposed to the Brazilian dub, so yeah. Well, no, exactly. I mean, I think the thing with Goku is that all of the dubs are probably going to be so tonally different to one another and the original that it will never sound right if you listen to it in a different way. If you listen to any Dragon Ball in a different way from the way you first listened to it. There's also a fact, like with Disney music, the Disney movie that just came out, Encanto, the actors sang the song in Spanish versions as well, but you can tell the music was written for English, and the Spanish is a bit crammed in if you listen to Spanish version songs. Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
It's always difficult to get things like translated with the same meaning and rhyming in song.
Yeah, it's particularly hard. Particularly hard. Let's grab all of these. Thank you. Right, let's go.
Oops.
Hello, Tilly. Yes, I still love you. Oh, I know. Hello. Oh, all those purrs. I can feel them in my feet. Right, I'm going to be right back, Shelab, if you could protect me.
Where are you? In the base?
Away from the tea break to be able to slip away quiet. Come on,
In the middle of the field. I help.
Thank you.
I ran out of wood. I'll go get some more wood, shall I?
Sure.
The iron is being made into forged iron for you, so you can make some spikes and stuff.
Yep. Thank you very much. Now I just need the... I'm gonna reinforce it from the bottom first. So just the pillars. Yeah. Again, this is kind of here just to trickle them. So I'll have traps in the some of the gaps, but not all of them. Do I have many... I do, actually. That's kind of cool. Doing the thing I told Shelab not to do because I'm a scallywag.
I saw you.
Right, okay. Now, there are a few things that I can do to change this up a little bit more. But I'm not going to at this stage, I don't think. There are a few things that I can do to make it look better. I'll just wait until next Horde Night to do that, I think. Unless we end up with, you know, an abundance of time.
Oodles of time, yeah. I
Right.
like the word oodles.
I, too, like the word oodles. I do like the new look of these balls, spikes.
Are you upgrading the spikes?
Yeah, you
Do you
just
have to have a nail gun
forged
to
iron.
do that?
Yeah, you just have forged iron in your
Oh,
inventory.
so you can go from wood to metal. Oh, that's nice. I feel better about the spikes I'm putting around the outside of the base now.
And I am out. Sadness and badness.
Well, there might be some more forged iron in the forge for you.
Yep. Though I'm going to need to tell the forge to make a bunch of iron bars as well. Bars, how many do I need? Two? You might only need one. I'll tell them to make one for now. Yeah, this is a very base buildy heavy part of our process.
I would imagine though, once it's done, it's going to be fairly, hopefully, fairly robust.
Yeah, well, that's certainly the hope.
We won't have to do too much more, and we can go on quests and stuff.
Yeah. It's better that we get this done right now and then don't die in Horde Night than the alternative.
Exactly. I mean, if the Horde Night has bears, I'll probably die.
I mean, you know, that does seem to be...
Seems to be the
how
pattern
things are
right
going,
now.
Yeah. It's the stairs. Oh, I like these. There's some very nice stairs here now. Now, there shouldn't be any reason for a zombie to go up here, but if they want to, I'm not going to stop them. If they want to waste their time climbing these stairs just because they're there, more power to them, frankly. This additionally gives us a way to run away from a horde. Because Shelab and
running away.
I will be able to make the jump between this and the internals. It is exactly 4 spaces wide, so as long as I add, for example, a little anchor there and a little anchor over here for the same thing, we'll be able to make that jump. But a zombie shouldn't path it. So if for some reason we end up external...
Shouldn't being the operative word.
Yeah, well, I can't guarantee. But should Shelab or I end up outside for some reason, then it's an extra way for us to kind of run around the zombies and reach a point of safety. Ideally. That one's going to be a bit of a tricky one, maybe. The zombies are not going to much like this area. Need spikes now. Slowly coming together. Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z. Is 50% powering up and screaming. Yes. Yes, that is fair. Quite true. Very happy with this. Got a little bit of forged iron in there so that we can make some additional protection should we need it.
I think we need more iron.
I would say there is never going to be a time when we don't.
Okay.
Like, ever.
I happen to be right by an iron node, so I may as well grab it on the way past.
Also grab some more wood as well on the way back, if you could.
Yeah, no, I already got 700 wood, so...
Ah, there were no bars at the back, I see. Rightio. Gonna need to put some bars over there, so I'll need another 2 bars. Set that up properly. Oh no!
What's wrong?
Balls. With the wrong type of bar. Okay. I do wish that it wouldn't have different blocks. I wish iron bars could be given a shape menu, like just frames are given. And so if you make iron bars, you can decide whether they're centered or on the edge. Because I'm gonna just have to melt these down now, which is deeply frustrating.
is annoying, but at least you can just melt them down.
Yeah, at least we do have that. Can't you make
Do you
sense?
lose much in the process of that?
Probably not. I don't think you can upgrade wooden bars to iron. I could be wrong, though. I could 100% be wrong about that one. So what are you thinking about the horde base so far, chat? Needs more spikes.
Not what chat thinks of the horde base, it's what the zombies think of it.
I would like it if the zombies didn't think about it at all. And just avoided it.
If they thought, you know, tasty, tasty horde base, yay! And then like, oh no, we're dead. That would be ideal thoughts, right?
I mean, sure, okay, yeah, we can totally go that way. I do like this little window, though. Looking out of the horde base, that's kind of cool.
Trying not to, like, dig myself into a hole that I can't get out of. Because the next thing you know, a zombie will be like, hey...
What you doing?
What you doing? That hole looks interesting. And I'd be like, no! Get out!
Naughty zombie, go
This is my
away.
hole for mining. Sorry?
I said, naughty zombie, go away.
I don't know.
What we will probably do is, once I've built sufficient concentric defenses around, more ring defenses around the central tower, I will repurpose the central tower into a room, which will have a small amount of supplies in there. Probably literally just a ladder down to a single large supply chest with just supplies for the Horde Night. But also room for me to stick a couple of generators and switches.
That's always good. Generator room with supplies.
That's what I'm thinking. Let's get this sand smelted.
Right, so several trees worth of wood coming back, and a couple, 1,000 or so iron bits.
Awesome.
Love my bicycle. So fast. I'm so wonderful.
Yeah, we'll get this side done with the same amount of marble. Nice. Okay, slowly but surely getting this area properly set up now. Won't be over long before we've got it fully developed. Right. Spikes. I can go in here. To get rid of you.
Okay, just wait for you to smelt down those bars and I'll add some more iron to the forge.
More wooden spike traps. Sure, 19, and I still won't have enough, but that'll be a good start. Yeah, I'm really liking the way this is coming along. It's very much a fort.
You want me to put some more forged iron on?
Yes, please. I mean, the more spikes we upgrade to forged iron, I mean, it's more expensive to use. But realistically, we're getting to a point now where we have the materials available to us to be able to make iron everything without too much of a concern.
Okay, there's like lots of wood in the building supply chest, like 1,200 wood.
All right.
So I took a little bit for personal use.
is okay.